In this demo, I'll take you through how Copilot for M365 can produce a targeted project initiation document, a schedule, and the accompanying presentation. The prompt is made up of several parts here. We first let Copilot know who we want it to be. In this case, a project manager that's putting together a Copilot deployment plan. Then we set the context as to what the organization has purchased and what our outcomes are. We need to let Copilot know the constraints such as the start date, the duration of the project, details of costs, and any agreements we've made with third parties. Next, we set out what the section headings that align to our other project initiation documents we've created in the past. We could also refer it to an existing template. Finally, to build the plan, we'll reference a downloaded Microsoft technical document that will help us with the details of the tasks and the milestones we need to take into consideration. Great. Let's give that a go, and I'll show you how we can build the schedule and presentation with this base document inside of Copilot. Right, we're inside of Microsoft Word here, and we'll use the Copilot box to enter our prompt. So for detailed prompts like this, I'll normally use OneNote to plan what I want to cover inside of it. So let's hit the generate button and start the documentation process. Now Copilot is now starting to put that document together. We start with the project overview based on the information we gave it in the scenario, including the context and constraints. Now it's made some assumptions as to what the stakeholders are, and it's something we can come back to change once it's completed. And I like the way it started to define deliverables and activities that need to be performed as part of the project, such as engaging a partner and providing training. So notice that we have timelines, milestones, risks, resource allocation, and budget and allocation, and cost analysis inside of here. Okay, now let's keep this draft and start to work on any amendments we need to make. Okay, let's create the project schedule. Here's my next prompt inside of the Word document. We reference the PID and the same Microsoft technical details as we did in the project document. Now the main part of the prompt here sets out the formatting requirements, the columns we need, and the working constraints of the people that will be taking part. So let's generate that schedule now. Notice the columns that are being created here are including the phase, tasks, dates, durations, dependencies, and the risks. These are all coming from our original project document. Let me fast forward this creation process. Now I can see as I come to the end of this creation of the schedule, I want to make a change because I can see that the task numbers are not consistent with the phases. So let's use that fine-tune prompt to ask that the task number is designated to its phase. Now, you can see that as the schedule is being regenerated using Copilot, it also changes the number pattern used in the dependencies. I like that. Okay, so we can also make changes such as moving the date back to the next month and adding tasks to support additional activities. But in this case, I'm happy with what I have just now, and then we can move on to the next stage. This is the final part of our project set. So let's create a presentation based on the project documentation. I'll use the pre-created template for this deck, and you can see that we have access to examples of different types of prompts that we can create inside of PowerPoint using Copilot. Now in our example, we use the prompt to describe the use of the presentation for a project meeting briefing and reference our project initiation document. Now the Copilot service will let us know which slides it's generating and even include speaker notes based on the original project document. Now this is a great help when we've got to get the presentation ready fast and need to refer back to what we put together originally. And there you go. You have a presentation showing the project document with some images that you'll probably want to change, but for this draft, that's okay. Now, I'm going to use the designer feature inside of PowerPoint to make some quick changes to the slides that I think are not showing the content properly. And I can see that, yeah, and I can see that the currency characters have not come through, but I know that they're easy to fix. Cool. So now we have the project initiation document, the schedule, and a project briefing deck. This isn't the final product, but just getting to this stage will have saved us a lot of time.